All right, guys. Welcome back to round 2 of our Wednesday night standard showdown here at GameSwap Mason, Ohio, brought to you by Top Deck Productions.
Whoa.
My name is Patrick R. Savage. I'm joined by Matthew Small Fry Minier.
Small Fry, what?
I'm calling you that now.
All right.
And we have Corey Johnson on what we're being told is Jund mid-range.
I like this. Let's do some Jund. Jund has all the goods.
I believe Isaiah is still on Mardu vehicles, but we will get a confirmation of that.
Isaiah plays vehicles, and he was on energy for a while.
No, maybe still on energy. Who knows? I picked this match because I thought he was still on Mardu.
I also just like watching Isaiah.
Maybe not.
Ha! I win.
There was never any winning established.
I mean, that's debatable.
All right. Oh, so he's on Temur energy. So battle of the mid-range decks. I like good mid-range mirror.
I feel like Temur is gonna win this because it's Temur, but I would love to see Jund win this.
So we have Evolving Wilds.
Okay, I thought that was the desert that dealt 1 damage at first glance, and I was like, wait a second. That seems like an awfully bad start for a 3-color mid-range deck.
He's getting a swamp. It's a very pretty swamp.
It looks foil.
Yeah, all the swamps look foil, and it really...
Can we get a confirmation if it's foil or not?
It's not foil.
It's not?
No.
Are you sure?
I am sure. All the swamps look like they're foil in the middle.
Yeah,
but
right in the middle it does look like that. It's not foil. That's a shame. I could appreciate a foil.
So no turn 2 play for Isaiah. Probably means he has some kind of Harness Lightning in his hand is my guess. I don't know. There's not many Temur hands that I would keep that don't really have a turn 2 play, especially if you don't know.
Or turn 1 Attune.
Yeah, well, turn 1 Attune means if he doesn't have that and he kept his hand, that just means he has his correct mana.
Yeah, there's a Harness Lightning in there.
We're being asked what's our preference on the new unstable lands. I personally love them, and I use them every single chance I get.
I personally like to draw Sharpies on the borders.
You're a horrible
Unfortunately,
person.
it does cross out about half of the text at the top. So, like when it says swamp, you just kind of Sharpie over about halfway through of it. But I like the arts, except for the mountain. The mountain's kind of plain. They're nice and foil, but overall they're acceptable.
I love them. They're my favorite land.
Personally, I would have preferred the instead of full art. I would prefer the full text, but I guess
no, God, no. But here's an interesting one from Corey. We have Hapatra, Vizier of Poisons. That may not be the most well-known card, so maybe we're going to try to get it on the screen for you guys.
I think I have remembered Corey playing this deck. He's just on Jund -1/-1 counters with Scorpion Guides.
I'm excited. I haven't seen this deck yet.
I've seen this a lot. I have a friend, Doug Wayman, who also plays this deck, or played it for a while. I think he moved off it now, but...
Oh, and that, what is that? Is that Hapatra's Remedy? Is that the card?
Yeah, Hapatra's Remedy.
Gives it hexproof and I believe removes all -1/-1 counters from it?
Yeah.
So
this -1 counter deck is very slow.
I believe that. I believe a -1/-1 counter deck would have to be pretty slow.
Once your opponent plays like their 3rd removal spell, you just kind of lose.
Well, Isaiah's played 2, but he had to use it on 1 creature, and one of them traded for a Hapatra's Remedy, I believe that card is called. I believe this is an Exemplar of Strength. The 2-mana 4/4 that starts with 3 -1/-1 counters. Whenever it attacks, you remove a counter and gain a life.
There's also like the 3-mana black one that has whenever your opponent casts a spell, a 3-mana 5/5.
Amit Eternal.
Amit Eternal. I know. I'm pretty sure that's in here.
This is.
I see a Fatal Push in Corey's hand.
Well, that's an okay card here. Really would have liked to tag a Long Tusk Cub, but there has not been one.
Yep.
Chandra is real good here.
Yeah.
We're going to get to play Chandra, kill the 1 creature.
If Corey doesn't have an answer to this Chandra like this turn, Chandra's just going to take away with this game.
Yeah.
So he has the Fatal Push for the Virtuoso.
Okay, that's nice. That's nice that he got the Revolt there.
That is pretty good for him, but I still don't see him any way of getting out of the Chandra unless he has a Vraska's Contempt, which I didn't see one in his hand.
He has another Fatal Push.
So you can Fatal Push the Thopter, but that doesn't seem great.
Yeah,
I would just hold it.
Let's see what 3-drop do we have here. This is Amit Eternal.
Yep, the Amit Eternal.
So this is a nice way to get rid of it, depending on how many spells Isaiah plays.
If Isaiah can cast 5 spells, I'll be very happy.
I doubt he's going to be able to cast 5. He did draw a Confiscation coup.
He can plus Challenger, make some mana to cast more spells.
I believe he's going to...
Or you could just coup it.
I think he's just going to coup it.
But why not just cast 5 spells? That's so
actually, I don't think Isaiah can coup it. He can't make double red. But he can...
Yes, he can.
Or he can't make double blue. Sorry. He can't make double blue.
That also does it.
He has no energy.
-1/-1 counter on it, and then you exert Glorybringer. There you go.
There are just so many things that can deal like 3 to 4 damage in this format right now.
Yeah.
That Almond Eternal has been a very weak card, in my opinion.
Just the -1/-1 counters in general. Didn't see anything fast enough, nor very strong enough to actually put up a big fight against a lot of decks.
The fact that it's dependent on your opponent casting spells... Or original... Okay, if Isaiah has 2 energy, can we get him to... Oh, well, the game's over. I was going to ask him to put that on the screen, but the game's over. And that's kind of how... I didn't realize Corey or Isaiah was on Teamer. So, I mean, this matchup's going to be a little...
This John Counters deck just... It can't go off fast enough, and it doesn't apply any pressure for the first 4 to 5 turns. Yeah,
so... While the players are trying to figure out how they're going to sideboard against one another, just want to remind you guys that we have the Top Deck Productions YouTube page that is ticking across the screen now. It's youtube.com/TopDeckProductionsStream. And if you guys want to, if you miss a stream, if you hear about a match that we did earlier in the stream that you want to go back and rewatch, you can do that via the YouTube page.
We post pretty much daily, except on the weekends.
Yeah, there's normally the next day, so these will probably go up around, I guess it's around 11 tomorrow.
Sometime tomorrow. There's no exact time, but they'll be up tomorrow.
After I wake up recently, so.
Yeah.
But yeah, so there's videos of me doing commentaries, videos of him playing, videos of me playing, standard, modern.
I've done some commentary
all that
before,
stuff
too.
Have you?
Yeah, I've done it a couple times.
I didn't know that.
I've done it. I don't know. Normally I'm the one working the cameras or behind the computer actually instead of behind the mics. But here I am behind the mics tonight.
I thought this was your christening, as it were, but apparently I'm wrong.
This is like my 5th time. I lost track, I guess, but
anyway. Also with social media pages, we have pages on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
And a YouTube, or not a YouTube, a www.
And a website?
Well, I mean, yeah,
that's not technically social media, so I was getting to that, but
I guess. All right.
Yeah, so it's and I'm gonna be corrected on the names probably. It's facebook.com/TopDeckProductions.
That one's right.
That one's right. And then the Instagram page and the Twitter page. One is at TopDeckPro, and one is at TopDeckProd.
No, one is prods.
Prods.
It's a Pearl prod.
Okay, so the at Top Deck Prods is the Twitter page. At Top Deck Pro is the Instagram page.
Yep.
I'm glad to finally be told the correctness of that because I've never known.
Every night I hear it and then I instantly forget it. Like, I mean, I'm not big on either of those social medias, but like,
I literally use Twitter to follow Magic and Hearthstone professionals. That's about it.
Exactly. Yeah.
And Donald Trump, because unfortunately that's a source of entertainment, not a source of political news.
Yeah, it actually is. But I mean, it's enjoyable. I can go on there to find a comedy laugh. You know?
Anyway,
I'll never be disappointed to find entertainment.
We're not gonna delve this into politics.
We won't. For those of you who don't know about the website, we have multiple things going on there.
Correct.
Including deck articles, just player names. We also have all the times of when we stream. We have the stream information and etc. etc. A lot of stuff on there. I believe our Patreon is also on there.
Yep, there's a link
as well
to that on there.
Access to our Twitch. We also have access to our YouTube through that. So really, the website is just a great place to just learn more about Top Deck Productions, and it really just has everything you need to know, like right there for you. So it's very convenient.
It's great. I know my friend Logan had an article that went up today about Black Red Death Shadow. Apparently, you had an article that went up there today.
Yeah,
that you don't know about. Apparently,
I did. Well, I always forget the exact dates which they get posted because I write them all But then I don't actually choose when they get uploaded, but it just happens.
Magic the Jankening.
Magic the Jankening, yeah. I lots of modern jank brews. Not much to do with standard right now, unfortunately, but
maybe you'll brew some stuff with the new cards.
I hope so, yeah. I like a lot of the new cards, but the problem is energy. Yeah, the problem is energy. Like you can't squeeze in like some of these fun new cards. Like I'm gonna butcher this pronunciation, but I think it's like Agaroth or
Angrath.
Angrath. All right, so like the
Angrath,
black red, yeah, black red Minotaur Planeswalker pirate dude.
Yeah,
he looks fun.
Can you tell Isaiah to?
Yeah, we're gonna get him to
visible?
move his energy onto the playmat.
There we go.
Excellent. So there's 2 energy there from the Attune.
Yep, and this is one of the powers of Attune. Like, he had to use his Aether Hub to get a land, but it fixed his mana, got him the green source, and then it also continues to fix his mana.
Yeah, because Aether Hub is never actually going to run out just because of this Attune. He gets 2 more rainbow manas, which is just huge.
Okay, I'm going to try to remember this card. I believe this is Obelisk Spider.
That is correct.
It is 1 black-green for a 1/4.
That is correct.
And whenever it deals damage to a creature, you put a counter on? I'm not sure about the last part.
All right, it has reach. Whenever it deals combat damage to a creature, you put a -1/-1 counter on it, and then you drain a life. I believe that's it. It might... Well, let's see. Hold on. We're going to check. Let's see. Whenever it deals combat damage to a creature, put a -1... Yep. Whenever you put 1 or more -1/-1 counters on a creature, each opponent loses life and you gain life. So it's a nice drain effect for this.
Okay. I was actually kind of close. That makes me happy. And so Isaiah has a turn 3 Rogue Refiner here, which actually does not line up that well against this 1/4.
Yeah, it does not.
Especially with this 1/4 that will put a counter on it. So if he attacks in, the Rogue Refiner is going to die.
The Spider's for sure my favorite card of the Spider's for sure my favorite card of this deck. It's a 1/4 body, which is pretty good.
Yep,
especially against early game Temur.
It's true. It's also probably very good against mono red.
Yeah, it's huge against mono red.
What do we got here? We got another 4-drop. We have Gonsi. That's a very good card against energy. It's going to take a card from his deck and also trade with probably something big like a Bristling Hydra or something else like that. So his options are Coup, Magma Spray, a Servant, and another card. I think the other card might have been just a land.
It looks like a forest, yeah.
Yeah. I think you take Coup here. You don't care about this Rogue Refiner, and that's really all the Magma Spray is going to hit. And Isaiah plays something like a Glorybringer, and then you Coup it. That just feels good.
Yes, it certainly does.
So I'm trying to figure out.
The
problem is these sleeves, their sleeves match.
Oh yeah.
So I'm not exactly sure what he took. My guess would be Coup.
Hopefully it was Coup. But
Coup makes the most sense to me.
He put down either Magma Spray or Coup. I couldn't tell which one he did, but I know it was one of those.
Is that a Growing Rites of Itlamok in his hand?
Yeah, I think so. Yep.
What are we doing with the growing? What are we doing once we get a Gaia's Cradle on the line?
How many creatures does it cost required to flip?
4.
4.
So he's almost there.
He is almost there, but I don't think it's gonna actually do him anything.
Yeah, like what is he doing with it once it flips?
He plays the 1 enchantment that says whenever you put a Nest of Scarabs or something, whenever you put a -1/-1 counter on a creature, you get a 1/1, which makes it easy to flip, which might be the only reason why he's playing it.
Well, then what are we doing with agreement? I feel you need to be able to abuse a Gaia's Cradle in some way. So is there a Walking Ballista in his deck that would be pretty good with it?
I could see that, especially if there's a snake. I want to see green-black snake in here.
So you actually probably don't want snake in this because it's not a May. So yeah, all of your creatures that put -1/-1 counters. Okay. And actually, Local Dope brings up a very good point that I didn't think of because you're normally playing Energy Deck when you cast Confiscation Coup. So you don't realize that Coup gives you 4 energy, and then you have to pay energy equal to the CMC of the creature you want to steal. So unless Corey has a way to make energy, he actually cannot take a Glorybringer. So thank you for that.
Yeah, those are 2 very
important things. There are also just a lot of other cards that he could take at some point.
Yeah, I want to see a Bristling Hydra, but that's never gonna happen.
Yeah, Bristling Hydras, that's not gonna happen.
What could happen?
I don't know. So there is, looks like a Hapatra's. I actually think it's called Hapatra's Mark. I don't think it's called Hapatra's Remedy. If I remember
there is a card called Hapatra's Remedy, I'm pretty sure. I'm not sure either way, but we know what the card does. That's all that matters.
So he has one of those in hand. He also has another Channeler, and I immediately forgot. I knew what the other card was, and I immediately forgot it.
If Isaiah plays Hazoret, that would be the ideal thing to do.
Why would he play Hazoret? Oh, the Growing Rights in his hand.
Isaiah loves the Hazoret.
So the Growing Rights is going to flip. He's gonna.
It's not gonna do anything.
Yeah, that's the problem I have with it, though. It's like, what are you doing? Now, maybe one of these 4 cards that he finds.
Ooh, I see a Vraska and
There's a Vraska and a Vraska. So he actually missed. He doesn't get any of these cards.
That's very unfortunate.
But Growing Rights of Itlamok is, at the end of turn, going to flip into Itlamok, Cradle of the Sun. Taps for a green mana, and then taps for a green mana for each creature you control.
Which is currently 4.
Yeah, so that's a large amount of mana that Corey has, but what is he doing with it? Like, currently he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 mana. But what are we doing? So I think here's a Glorybringer.
So I think Glorybringer is going to kill the spider here. That or the Gonti.
I would kill the spider, and that because that lets you attack with the Gonti. But here is the Hexproof card. So now we just get to use the spider to nom nom all over this Rogue Refiner.
Yeah, it'll kill the Rogue Refiner, which is awesome. We're gonna get this card pulled up real quick. It is Hapatra's Mark.
Hapatra's Mark. Okay, so I was right. Burning Mage. He could have the Ronus. Who knows? That's something he could use with large amounts of mana. Other cards probably are like Walking Ballista, like I said earlier. Other than that, I'm not exactly sure.
I think those are the really only 2 cards.
A card that'd be really good.
The Scorpion God, right? Is that an activated ability?
It's an activated ability. It requires red and black mana.
Yeah, so you just use the green for the colorless.
Yeah, so I mean that's still good.
It's not great.
But it's not the best use you can have for a guy's Cradle, but it would still be good here. So why is that Rogue Refiner not dead?
It should be dead.
Didn't it get blocked by the Obelisk Spider? Should take a damage and then
get a -1/-1 counter.
Gets a -1/-1 counter and then dies.
I believe it is dead.
Which means it has 1 toughness and has 1 damage assigned to it, so it dies.
Yeah, it just still
due to state-based actions. So Nelson, gets Scott to explain it. It's a state-based actions thing. Okay, so they're learning.
Oh, okay. So
today is a learning day.
It is indeed.
Basic
state-based. We figured it
out. Basic state-based actions, power and toughness modifiers. Yay, magic.
That's not one of the most complex rulings, but I mean, it was probably just a.
Watch your mic.
Yeah, it was probably just a quick miss that they just didn't see.
All right, so what is this card that Corey drew? I'm curious.
I want to see a Scorpion God. Not a Scarab God, but a Scorpion God.
Mm-hmm.
That would make me happy.
He just drew a... Wait. Why does he have 2... Didn't he already draw for the turn? Did I miss something?
I am not entirely sure, but
I believe he has drawn an extra card.
I want to say he drew an extra card, too.
Can you ask him? Because I think he had already drawn for the turn before we went with the obelisk spider thing.
I believe that.
Yeah. Chat's also saying he drew an extra card.
So he drew an extra.
So let him know. And we're probably going to have to
mic
get
sucks.
Scott in here.
This mic sucks.
Nest of Scarabs, and then he drew another card because I think he forgot he had already drawn for the turn.
Yeah, because you were bugging him.
Yeah, the Nest of Scarabs and the card currently in your hand. I want to apologize for this quick chat. We're just trying to figure out. Oh,
Testing. My mic's completely dead.
are we just not dealing with this, Nelson? Okay, so apparently it's just being let go.
Can you let them know my mic's poofed?
Oh. Hmm?
My mic is poofed and it won't.
It's fine.
What?
Your mic's working.
Oh, you can hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. I guess you can hear me. I can't hear myself though, so we're just gonna keep going with it. So I guess you're saying that it's
Okay, I'm not exactly sure what. Apparently, they agree he didn't draw an extra card. I disagree with that fact.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he drew an extra one.
At this point, we can't do anything about it. So, I guess I apologize for the inconsistency of the game ruling. I don't know. I don't know what I should be. I feel like I should be apologizing, but I don't know what for.
Right.
Which is weird.
Yeah.
But anyway, back to the game. So, Isaiah plays a Whirler Virtuoso with a large amount of energy. So he's going to be able to make 3 Thopters here. And that's going to make a nice little army of flyers. But Corey is also getting his own little army of 1/1s. I believe... Can we pull Nest of Scarabs up on the screen? Because I don't know if it's whenever you put a thing.
Yeah, it's whenever you put 1. You get 1.
You get 1? Because
I
think you get 3. Because Apatra gives you 1 snake. I'm pretty sure Nest of Scarabs is for the amount of each counter you put on. Oh, no, it's not.
Yeah, no, it's just 1.
Okay. There's a card in... Oh, no,
it
you
is
get that many. Yeah,
never
okay.
mind. It is that many.
Okay. So, yeah, we're making our own little 1/1 army here.
Excellent. This is how I like it. Let's get all these 1/1 black insects going. We just need a million of these guys, and then you swing in.
Yeah, like, if we have our own amount of 1/1s. So, yeah, this is looking pretty bad for Isaiah here.
It is, yeah. Surprisingly, I think this spider just... I mean, actually, Isaiah's played, what, 3 creatures this game?
Yeah, he has not played that many creatures. He was also, his early mana was a little rocky. And if he makes too many Thopters, his mana's going to get even more rocky because he has 3 Aether Hubs.
And he's just hitting too many lands, I think, too. He's at 6. I'm not sure what it's in his hand, but...
I honestly think Corey should just use this Confiscation coup to just take the Whirler Virtuoso.
Yeah.
Not because it does anything for him.
It forces Isaiah to make Thopters.
Yeah.
Or, you know...
It makes him make a decision before Corey
so he's
attacks.
going to make 3 Thopters, and I think that's completely wrong because those Thopters are just going to die to chump blocking.
Yeah, but he has to find some way to stay alive. I don't
Right.
think I agree with making 3. I think you need to make 2. I think one of his best ways of winning this game, if he has it in his sideboard, is River's Rebuke.
River's Rebuke would do it. I would agree that 2 is much better than 3. Just having that 4 mana, so you can actually use your Aether Hubs. Because as you can see right now, he can't even River's Rebuke anymore.
Correct.
Because it costs double blue.
Correct.
He also cannot play anything that costs double red. So yeah, making 3 just made his mana from really good to really bad.
So there's a Magma Spray.
All right, there's a canal.
Yeah, there's the pain of fast lands. So let's see what is going to happen here. What is Isaiah planning on doing? I don't know what he can really do here.
I don't know what he's tapping 4 mana for. Maybe a Bristling Hydra?
He has a Chandra in his hand that he could play, but Chandra seems real bad on this board right now.
Chandra's not going to... Chandra, I think, is just going to die instantly. So he's going to choose to make double red to play a Chandra.
So I'm interested to see what he does with this Chandra. I think he's going to try to kill the Obelisk Spider. That really doesn't accomplish anything here.
It really did not, because you know that Chandra's going to die, and it wasted the last of Isaiah's energy. And as you see from his hand, he has no way to actually regain any except for playing a Bristling Hydra, which isn't going to...
Well, no, now that he has the Spire Bluff Canal, he has double red, he has a blue.
But he's really, his only out's Rebuke.
Correct. If he has it. I'm not really sure.
But then again, Corey, I guess if Corey just doesn't, you know, if Corey stops drawing cards and just gets stuck on land or something, Isaiah could come back in this, because Isaiah has a like 5-card hand and Corey's sitting on 1 card.
True. Now Isaiah, I have seen some, not a lot, but some teamer lists recently playing Hour of Devastation in their sideboard. That would be huge here. I personally don't like it, but some people play it.
I do not like it either, but... So Corey drew a Swamp. I'm not sure what his last card is. It did not... Yeah, I'm not sure.
I didn't randomly see a Star of Extinction in Isaiah's hand, did I? No way. It has to be Magma Spray or something.
There is a Magma Spray in Isaiah's hand.
If I just saw like a star, like I guess Star of Extinction would be very good here.
I would love to see a star in any standard deck. That was another card that I really want to play in the Jund Control-y mid-range deck. But that's what you use Gaia's Cradle for, exactly. You got to get the mana.
He's a creature deck. He doesn't want to wrath his own board.
No, Corey would not want to do that. But Isaiah,
so this looks like
would go all
is
in on
everything attacking Chandra here?
Let's see. I wouldn't send everything at Chandra, but...
Well, I think he wants to kill the Chandra.
Oh, no, yeah. I forgot about the 3 Thopters. I was thinking there's only 2, but...
So, if you're Corey...
The 3 1/1s and a Whirler Virtuoso will kill it. Almost guaranteed, because he has no energy. So, yeah, that
attacks Isaiah for guaranteed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5...
So he can do, yeah, I think it's, or actually he should, the Channeler with 2 Nego encounters on it should attack Chandra as well as the 3 Scarabs. That way Isaiah has to trade his Thopters for the Scarabs, and then Chandra dies, and then he takes 2, 4, 7.
Yeah, well, I think Chandra's going to die regardless.
Yeah, but he's just going to let the entire swing kill Chandra, and he's just going to block the creatures swinging at Isaiah, which will save him 7 points of life.
Oh, were those not attacking Chandra?
No. The scare or.
So the Chandra lives.
Never mind. Okay. I guess he was all in on attack. I do not like that play.
No, I don't either.
Just because.
Now it really doesn't matter here, but I want to kill that Chandra.
But I would still kill the Chandra anyways.
This is one more card he gets to look at.
Right. You know, once you kill the Chandra, you just have lethal swing anyways.
Correct.
There's no real reason not to kill the Chandra. You're just giving him more chances of hitting it out. Like, if we see a River's Rebuke there.
Yeah, Glorybringer's not going to do it, though. I do believe that... So
I believe that is game. Isaiah's going to cast it anyways. If he can exert both Glorybringers, I guess, he might have something going for him.
No, he doesn't.
Nope, yeah, he would still die. So he was debating casting it, but I think he's realized. He might be able to whip out something with a Bristling Hydra in his hand and a Magma Spray. Or Glorybringer Magma Spray. Who knows?
He can't do Glorybringer Magma Spray
because he doesn't
have triple red. He attacks, he exerts, he kills 2 2-power creatures.
Well, he can kill the Gonti and the Whirler Virtuoso.
Yeah, 2 2-power creatures, then he's left with 1.
Actually, I think he needs to kill a Channeler, because Channelers can get bigger.
Yeah, but it didn't matter. It didn't matter. He was dead.
Isaiah had no out.
All right, so we're going to go to game 3. Hopefully, rules-wise, it's a little more tightly played.
Yeah, again, we weren't 100% sure that he drew an extra card, but...
I was.
Okay, I would say that I was at like a 70%.
No, he definitely, because he was empty-handed. That turn, his last card in hand was a
I believe he did draw 2, but...
I don't think there was any,
I don't think it was
malicious intent. I think it was just... He had drawn for turn.
It's just because we interrupted with the ruling on Rogue Refiner.
And then he forgot he had already drawn. He drew an extra card.
Yep.
So nothing against Corey. Everyone makes mistakes. You have mistakes on camera. I have mistakes on camera.
Do I have mistakes on camera?
Yes, you have mistakes on camera. I can point to the video.
All right.
I've told you about that video.
There was one mistake. It was one. I believe there's one. I've watched all my videos. I know there's at least one that Patrick pointed out to me. There's probably more.
There's definitely more. But anyway, so we're going to go to game 3 here. Isaiah's going to be on the play. My guess is he's taking Long Tusk Cubs out in this matchup. It's a mid-range matchup. There's Fatal Push involved. So Cub probably isn't exactly where he wants to be. It's not going to be a great top deck late game, especially with how wide on the board Corey's going to be going. I also don't know how much knowledge Isaiah has about Corey's deck.
Probably not much, considering that it's like the least of the meta that you could get.
Yeah,
it's like the point.
You have to
1%.
You have to take into account that this is a local store.
It is,
and so people probably know some of what other people are on.
I'm not sure how often Corey plays here on Wednesdays, but there is a chance that Isaiah and him have also
mainly it's going to be like, did Isaiah already know about Nest of Scarabs, and does he think Nest of Scarabs is worth bringing in things like Appetite for the Unnatural if he has it in his board?
Nest of Scarabs is one of the biggest cards for Corey. It just generates tons of chump blockers, which is good against Bristling Hydras and Cubs. And then while he's doing that, it also just helps him set up the rest of his board.
Yeah, the thing is, if he can take, if Corey can take turn 3 off to play an enchantment that does nothing, though.
Right. I don't think he can, especially with Isaiah on the play. Corey had a better shot when he was on the play, and especially since Isaiah didn't have any turn 1, 2, or 3 plays.
He had an attune.
He
also had a very rocky mana base, which didn't let him.
Right. Yeah.
It
just wasn't a good run for Temur for that game 2. But going into game 3, Isaiah on the play, I just don't think there's actually any real way that Corey can play a Nest of Scarabs on turn 3.
No, maybe he's not on turn 3 play. I don't know how the deck plays out. Maybe he wants to wait until
turn
5 when he can play Nest of Scarabs and then Exemplar Strength of Channeler Initiate.
The one thing that I think Corey
get 3 right away.
That would help Corey a lot is if we see the Obelisk Spider again.
Yeah, that card was very impressive.
Because that'll stop, for the most part, I think it would stop early Cubs, Rogue Refiners, Servants from attacking.
Yeah, so looks like both players keep 7.
It'll do a lot
on the play. No attune.
No attune is a great sign for Corey, because that means that Cub is going to just be one less power for the...
Again, I don't think Isaiah has Cubs in his deck. I'd be very surprised if you told me he still has Cubs in his deck.
No turn 2 play either.
He has a Harness Lining in his hand, so that's...
Well, the thing about that is he hasn't actually seen any... He's seen 1 turn 2 play from Corey, which you might see another Harpatra here, but...
Still, it's like if you have good mana and a removal spell, you're not going to mulligan that hand.
Oh yeah,
you're playing Temur Energy.
This is definitely a much better mana start than last time. No tune, but it's still good for what it... do I see a Sweltering Suns in Isaiah's hand?
That would be very interesting. I haven't seen Sweltering Suns see play in Temur's sideboards. It's also be kind of awkward for him to cast right now.
On the far left, it might just be... I'm not sure.
He's keeping his hand pretty...
Yeah.
Well cloaked. So here's the Nest of Scarabs.
See, it does work against this Nest of Scarabs if it is a Sweltering Suns. It also wipes a good amount of Corey's board. But it also does hurt himself with Rogue Refiners, Whirler Virtuosos, etc. But it will let his Glorybringer stay alive. Let's see what we have. Looks like a... Okay, yeah, we're going to counter it. Which is going to put Isaiah back to 0 energy. I believe that was his only blue source. So that's very important. Well, if he can save 1 energy off this Harness Lightning, then he'll be able to get his Aether Hub running again.
Yeah, so, I mean, he can... So if we figured out what that card was that you thought was Sweltering Suns?
I'm not sure.
That would surprise me.
On the it might be a Glorybringer, actually. Like, on the far left, I think. He might have...
That seems a little more likely.
Glorybringer or Magus Ray. Those are both red cards that I could have mistaken him for.
He does have a lot of red cards in his hand, so... It is certainly possible.
So there's the Spider.
Here's an Obelisk Spider.
Let's see. Harness Lightning and Magus Ray could take it out. And that would leave him with the 1 left, but he has chosen not to do that.
We have an Attune. That's a really good draw here.
Attune is great. I'm assuming he's going to get an Island, just because that's what he's lacking.
Yeah, here it is, double green and double red.
Yeah. Yeah, he has triple green and double red. There's no reason not to get the Island.
So, what is Isaiah's long-term goal here? He's going to get the Island. At some point, I'm pretty sure he's going to Harness Lightning this Obelisk Spider.
Yep.
But what is... And he has a... I believe he has a Glorybringer in hand, so like that's going to be his long-term strategy right now.
Glorybringer is going to be how he's going to put on the clock here. Also, looking at Corey's hand, it looks like he has one Omid Eternal, and then it looks like 2 lands and then a Fatal Push.
Okay. So if Isaiah had a Chandra here, this would be a blowout, but he does not.
Chandra would be fantastic here. Chandra and then next turn Glorybringer.
Yeah.
All right, so here's the Harness Lightning. He's going to go up to 5 and presumably spend 4, which will keep his Aether Hub online with 1 energy. Nope. All right, so we have...
So we have a Padra's Mark. And we...
Okay, so he's going to just...
Is this... Doesn't a Padra's Mark give Hexproof?
Is he doing it in response to the cast, or...?
He could do it in response. Oh, yeah, so on the stack. Okay,
yeah,
I
so
just want to make sure.
On the stack.
He had to, like, put his... The cards have gone to the graveyard, so
yeah,
it'd be
so
weird.
Like, the cards were set into the graveyard.
Just want to make sure everything was on the up and up.
The thing I like to do is stack the cards when they're on the stack.
Yeah, that's why it's called the stack.
Yeah. Alright, so here's the 2-mana 4/4 that enters with 3 -1/1 counters alongside the Omid Eternal. So Corey's sending out some creatures right now. I think he still has 1 land in hand, and... Oh, no, never mind. I think that was a Vraska. It looks like a Vraska Fatal Push. That's what I'm going for with his hand right now. Definitely a Vraska. And a Fatal Push. Alright, yeah. So Corey's hand's actually looking pretty good. If he can get 1 more land, he can play this Vraska, which will kill this Glorybringer if Isaiah plays it this turn. So he's going to Magma Spray the 4/4 with 3 counters on it. I like that play. He's also going to put a counter on the Omid Eternal. And then if he can play Glorybringer here, I don't know if he has the land to do it, but then he could Exert and then kill the Eternal. Or play with a Harness Lightning? Or a Braid.
A Braid.
A Braid will do.
So yeah, we can try to get this deck list on the website for you guys. We'll talk to Corey about it. Some players, most famously one Billy Caminos, don't enjoy their deck list being put online, but...
Billy's been putting up...
yeah, he actually has been, so it's pretty
he's
great.
been putting quite a number up. Yeah, this Stun Counters deck is fun. I believe it is 1-0 currently, so it's trying to be 2-0 right now. And we'll see how that works out. I actually think... Alright, so this channel is going to give him the 6th mana he needs to cast his Vraska, which is pretty big. But if the Glorybringer is cast here and exerts on this channeler, might be a problem for Corey. Unless if he draws the land for his Vraska. So there's the Glorybringer. We're going to see it swing, no exert. So that means that Vraska's online, just minus away, kill the Glorybringer, get a treasure, and then Corey will be in a good spot, I think. I don't think Isaiah actually has another threat in his hand.
That would be...
I think Corey's going to...
Unanswered Vraska is pretty good against...
I'm pretty sure Corey can come away with this
Temur
right now. So he's looking at his Vraska. There we go. 1 mana in the pool. He counts it. Counts it twice. And that's Vraska. There we go. He's at a minus. Isaiah's looking at his hand. I don't...
Make sure Corey gets his treasure.
Oh, yeah. Corey does get a treasure. No one remembers the treasure.
Yeah, so we have a Bristling Hydra here. That treasure's going to matter. Good.
Trust me, that treasure's going to do work because of that Fatal Push in your hand. That treasure means free Revolt. And it also means that you have Fatal Push open this turn.
Ooh.
So in response to that ETB trigger, you can Fatal Push, right?
Yeah, but I don't think you remember the treasure.
He didn't. Yeah, so that Hydra could have been dead if you remember the treasure. That's actually huge.
That would have been insane. That's heroic intervention.
Interesting. All right.
So he would gives his creatures
that upsets me. He forgot the treasure.
But yeah, it is upsetting that he forgot his treasure there. I still think he's in a very good position. Hydra's not going to do that much.
Hydra's not... I mean, I don't think Hydra's going to do anything. Does the 2/2 have Death Touch?
No, it's Menace.
It's Menace. All right. It's still a chump blocker for the Hydra.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not exactly sure why Isaiah didn't use the... why didn't it exert the Glorybringer?
Why did we have a goat?
That's his pirate, I guess.
All right.
I'm not sure why Isaiah didn't use the Glorybringer to kill the channel initially. That seems very greedy to me.
Yeah, I would agree.
So I don't know exactly what he was going for there.
I like Glorybringer on an open board. I don't know about you, but a 4/4 flyer on an open board seems kind of good.
Yeah.
And he probably feels real bad once he saw the Vraska come down. Or
yeah.
felt real bad. But Isaiah's still in this game. Unfortunately, because of that treasure. Or what should have been a treasure. So he's going to... Alright, play another channeler. And he's just going to pass turn. So yeah, Corey's not really doing anything right now. Isaiah with the draw looks like a Whirler Virtuoso. It's going to make Thopters, which is actually pretty big. Because Thopters kill Vraskas at a reasonable pace. Currently, he can only make 2 Thopters, I believe.
Yeah.
But if he plays an Aether Up, he can make 3. Or if he plays a Rogue
Whirler
Refiner,
Virtuoso here.
or one of the many energy cards. So he's going up to 8. And he's going to attack. There's no reason not to attack. And Corey is just going to jump block.
Yeah.
I'd imagine, at least. And
now, it's unclear exactly what you choose to block here with, though.
I think he's choosing the block with that, and then I think he's going to choose his Heroics Intervention here. I think that's what he's debating. He has it in his hand as if he's going to cast... No,
so what you can do here is... Okay, so this is a sequence I really didn't like here from Corey. So what Corey could have done... He still has a Fatal Push in hand, right?
Yeah.
So he could have either Fatal Push the Whirler Virtuoso end of turn. You could also block with both the Pirate and the Channel Initiate. Tap the Channel Initiate for mana.
Yep.
And then, so it removes a counter. Oh, was that the Summoning Stick one? Oh, okay. I still would have Fatal Pushed the Whirler Virtuoso. That would have been a little bit better.
Yeah, I mean, because you have the Revolt, so there's no reason not to.
And because you forgot your treasure, which he technically has to have the treasure. So if you guys are ever playing at home or just by yourself and you're using Vraska, it's like a Tomb with Aether. You can't miss to get the treasure. That's part of the ability resolving.
Alright, so there's an Almond Eternal. And that treasure has, I think, definitely made a huge impact on this game. The Bristling Hydra, not so much the Hydra, but the fact of the 3 energy, which makes another Thopter too.
Yeah.
It just gives Isaiah so many different plays that he can make to turn this game around, which is the last thing Corey wants, is for Isaiah to have so many uses for his energy. I'm sorry. He would have still gotten the energy, but he would have.
Yeah, you still get an energy, but you wouldn't have a Hydra.
I believe the way I worded it.
And Hydra's huge right now.
Yeah, Hydra is a big one. It's a scary one too. All right, so
we're gonna Impulse here.
Spend an energy to Impulse.
Oh, they're asking to put Vraska on the screen.
Yeah, we'll get Vraska for you guys. I don't know what he took, but I saw a Rogue Refiner in the bunch, and I feel like that's just
Rogue Refiner really doesn't do that much here.
Well, it puts him up to 9, or is it his turn?
I don't know when this is, but
I think we're on Isaiah's turn actually, because
that's interesting.
Because I feel like he just gestured to pass the turn. Well,
he's making Thopters.
Thopters, yeah.
So now this Bristling Hydra is no longer online. So now I think what Isaiah's thing is he needs these flyers to be able to pressure this Vraska.
Yeah, so it is Isaiah's turn now. So if it is a Rogue Refiner, he'll get up to 3, so then he can make a Thopter or activate Hydra. All right, they just remember the counter on Almond Eternal from the casted spell.
Okay, so there is Long Tusk Cub in Isaiah's deck.
I feel like I win again.
That doesn't make sense to me. That card's like, if you look at a Long Tusk Cub right now, that card looks abysmal.
I would agree.
Also, why did we use the Rootbound Crag there? I would have not tapped the Rootbound Crag, tapped an Aether Hub instead. Just pointing that out. Mana tapping is important.
Mana tapping is very important. So Corey does have mana to cast a Fatal Push. So if he loses one of these Pirates, hopefully we can take out this Hydra. It's at 3, so never mind.
I would just double block
the
Hydra with the 2 Pirates. Let Vraska take 2. That's fine. And so we're just trading here? Oh, we're casting Heroic Intervention.
Oh, Heroic Intervention, okay. Can Isaiah respond by casting a spell?
Yeah, why couldn't he? Doesn't have spell
I don't know what spells he has in hand. That's what I.
Oh, okay.
That's what I meant. But so yeah, looks like he's casting a blue spell.
Oh, he's counter unless you pay at 3.
Yep, there you go. That's
And
gonna put
that's
a -1, -1
yeah, that's
counter
gonna trigger
on
Ombat Eternal. So that's really bad for Corey.
Well, he'll still gonna get revolt, and now he can't give his Hydra hexproof, so it's actually not that bad.
Okay. So if he remembers,
Yeah.
they don't trade.
No, they do not trade. Yeah, so Hydra's
It's a
gonna have to
2-2.
stay there.
Oh, Corey. Well, he doesn't have revolt yet. He's gonna lose his Eternal either way.
Right, so he needs it to die, and then he pushes the Hydra because he.
Yeah, which it looks like he's gonna end up doing here. He's got a.
Or is he?
His hand reached for
Yeah,
black mana.
Come on. All right, so Vraska took 2, and then there we go. There's the push.
So yeah, I still think Corey's in a fine position. The Vraska is still gonna be very hard for Corey to deal with.
If I'm Corey right now, I like a -3 on this Whirl of Virtuoso.
Ooh, no.
Or never mind.
We just
I like a cut.
Let's
on
just
the Whirl
rip
of
cut to
Virtuoso.
ribbons. Kill the Whirl of Virtuoso.
Oh yes, please.
Then we just get in.
Yeah.
I would have
Ice just swinging in.
plus the Vraska and attack with all 3 of my creatures, 3/4, and the 2/2/2 menaces.
There's 5 minutes on the clock as well, so they gotta be careful about their time here so they don't draw.
That would be unfortunate.
Yeah, it would. Especially since Corey should have been so close to winning.
So what does your attack step look like, Corey?
Because if you think about it, he lost 2 creatures to that Hydra, which he could have lost none to if you remember the treasure.
Yeah.
If we rewind a little bit.
I think we would have. This game would have been over already if he remembers the treasure.
Yeah, if you remembered it, the game would have been over for sure.
Please don't attack before cutting. Why are we not cutting first?
He might think it's instant speed, which would be that's
a sorcery.
Actually,
or maybe he just doesn't care.
Well, I mean, if Isaiah. No, because it's a 2/3, so if he blocks a Pirate 10 Menace. Yeah, never mind.
Yeah, but still.
You don't really care. If you trade a Rogue Refiner, that's fine.
I don't know. I don't like giving people options. I like taking all the options away from my opponent as much as I can.
I think that's the smart thing to do, but because then it pretty much ensures that you get the outcome that you want, pretty much. But like,
yeah.
Either way, I don't think it mattered. That's a Glory Bringer.
Glory Bringer.
Vraska dies here.
No.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Vraska. Yeah. Well, okay, so Vraska dies.
But then, which leaves Corey with no hand, 2 2/2s with Menace, and then a 3/4. So, but then Isaiah has 2 Thopters, a Glory Bringer, and a Rogue Refiner. So I think Isaiah actually just came back from this game. We'll see.
I'm not sure.
But I think Isaiah's...
That top deck was what he needed to put himself in a winning position for this game.
Yeah, and it's definitely going to do that. Let's see.
So we attack, we exert Glory Bringer on the Pirate.
2 Thopters can go at Corey because he only needs 7 damage on the Vraska.
Yeah. Or maybe we don't attack with the Thopters. I mean, well, no.
I don't see any reason.
So the problem is, does Isaiah believe he can race here?
I think he does. I think
you have to remember the ribbons
he believes
in
that
Corey's
Yeah, I don't think
graveyard.
he can, though. I don't think he can. I think he needs to leave up the Thopters so he can block the Channeler 2 turns in a row.
Yeah, so Corey's going to go to 14 here. And then he attacks Isaiah for 7, putting Isaiah to 6. Isaiah then has to...
He has ribbons for 3. So Isaiah has 2 turns, as of right now.
Isaiah has 1 turn.
You're right. Yeah, Isaiah gets 1 turn. Because Corey can kill him in 2. So he's just going to swing with only... Okay, yeah, all 3. There you go.
Yeah. He goes to 6.
Glory Bringer is exerted, so it's not going to untap, which is
now
devastating.
What if Isaiah just draws into the Glory Bringer?
Then Isaiah wins, I think. Well,
he doesn't win.
There's 2 minutes left, so they got to play a little faster to make sure they don't
There's a cub
draw.
in his hands.
Actually, the cub...
Oh, Lord. Whirl of Virtuoso is a great draw.
Okay. So... Whirl of Virtuoso, actually no, Cub isn't an ETB trigger for the energy.
That doesn't matter.
So he can only make 1 Thopter, but that'll give him enough blockers to block everything.
Yeah, so... Oh, I don't think you attack. I think you attack with the...
He cannot attack. Attacking ensures his death. That, I'm
Goes
lost.
to 9. He gets to play 4 creatures, or 3 creatures here.
But
which means...
The Pirates have Menace, yeah.
I think Isaiah is forgetting about ribbons.
That, or he's forgetting about Menace. One or the other.
Well, the Menace is on the table.
Both.
Ribbons is in the graveyard. I normally assume people forget about the core,
the
card in the graveyard.
The card in the graveyard.
Oh, there is a Ballista in his deck.
No, don't play Ballista. No.
Ballista does it too.
Does it? Yeah, it does. No, it doesn't. Ballista's 1 short. Because he can block a Channeler and
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Ballista's 1 short. Please play Ribbons.
Does Corey remember the card in his graveyard?
Yeah, that's what I'm worrying about right now. Come on,
The
Corey.
way he's separated his mana looks like it could be either. He's got the double black.
It looks like Ballista because it's in 3 piles of 2. That's how I see it. Because Ballista,
So we
you,
make a
you think of
Thopter.
2s. All right, come on. Let's remember Ribbons. Cut the Ribbons is one of my favorite cards from that set in general. I love that. We're also running out of time, which is...
We're going to have time to finish this game. This game is going to be over...
It will be, yes.
Either this turn, if Corey plays it correctly,
If
or
Corey
Isaiah's
kill
turn.
Isaiah this turn, Isaiah
kills him.
I'm pretty sure. Because Glorybringer's 4, 5, 6, 7 off Rogue Refiner, 8, 9.
Well, okay, so if that is Walking
Yeah.
Ballista, Corey might be thinking of, okay, I attack with these 3, and then I can prevent him from killing me with...
Right, because you can block
Walking
Rogue
Ballista, you
Refiner
can block...
and kill the Thopters.
Well, no, you can't block because the Glorybringer's going to kill...
Yeah, never mind. You can just shoot down the Thopters and then live at 1-2 life. No, we...
I do like this block by...
I like this block a lot.
And then we put a counter here, so the pirate's not going to kill anything.
Yes. That means that Isaiah gets 2 more creatures that Corey cannot deal with.
Isaiah's at 4.
So
Corey
this ensures that if Corey forgets
cut.
about the ribbons, then Isaiah wins.
Oh, nope. He found it.
He sees it. He's reading it.
He's reading it.
He's reading it.
Come on, Corey. Tap the mana.
Isaiah's face, he's like, oh, man, he remembered.
There we go. Good job,
Excellent.
Corey.
I would have been very upset if
I would have too.
Corey
All right.
forgot about that.
So that is our final match
For
in round 2.
We're going to be literally right back for round 3. No need to get out of here.
Will not be that long. Just stay tuned. Talk to the wondrous people in chat. You can talk to our wondrous Daniel Nelson, who is running the stream. So he's the Top Deck Productions guy. And we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere, guys.
I